All right, last one for the day. I'm just hot about these topics because I've had a bunch of meetings in the last couple of days, and these topics are just driving me nuts. So what is, first of all, Steve Ruqus, advisor and coach at the Catalyst Business Consulting Group. Thanks for giving me a couple minutes of your time to talk about the problem of heroic effort, why it sucks, and why it doesn't scale. So heroic effort, I describe heroic effort as a result of leaders being promoted because they're really good at what they do technically. And so they wind up being the problem solvers. The best problem solvers get promoted, and they continue to get promoted until they get to a point where it's no longer feasible for them to be the one to solve all the problems, but that's all they know. And so they get caught in this loop of, okay, I've got a problem, I've got to solve it. Okay, I've got a problem, I've got to solve it. Now I've hired some employees. Well, they've got problems, now I've got to solve them. Oh, they can't solve it, I can't. And they become the hero. They train the employees not to solve problems, but to bring the problems to them. So the employee may have a solution, but they're not thinking about the solution. They're thinking, oh, I've got to spot a problem so I can bring so-and-so, the hero, that problem, and they'll tell me what to do. They don't have to think for themselves because you don't allow them to think for themselves. You don't encourage them to do that. So what happens? You get busier and busier. But what happens is you hire more and more employees that aren't being taken advantage of from a you're not growing them, you're not teaching them how to solve their own problems. And by the way, they'll probably do it better than you because they know the work by now better than you do. You're going to be caught in that loop. I solve problems. I solve problems. Everybody brings me problems. They're not being utilized, but you're still paying them. So that's going to erode at your profit. And before you know it, you are the bottleneck. You need not to be the bottleneck. So heroic effort doesn't scale. And it sucks because you're the leader. You want to turn the vision into reality, but you can't. You can't get out of your own way. So heroic effort, unfortunately, you've been promoted, you've been rewarded for it, and you're now conditioned to it. So now you become the alpha player, the alpha dog, whatever it is, and you don't get out of your own way and figure out how to grow your own people. And so that's something that is a hot topic on my mind, and I hope by sharing this that you may look at yourself and say, okay, maybe I need to make a change. Am I doing that? Ask. People will tell you. You may have to ask them a couple different ways, but ask them. And if that doesn't work, if you can't do that, then just sit back at the end of the day for 30 minutes. Think about your day. Think about how many people came to you with solutions versus problems, and learn to recognize when they're doing that so you can stop. Stop short of solving it for them. And in another video later, I can share a strategy to do that, to recognize it, and then what you can replace it with. But until next time, think big, start small, grow faster. Thanks for your time.